Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Bonnie Builder, and let's queer up entertainment. New survey ranks the 10 best celebrity underwear models of all time. Who's number one? A new ranking of the sexiest celebrity underwear campaigns is turning heads. The results are piping hot for interest from the gay community, and the results are in thanks to cocktails and cocktalk.com. Coming at number 10, Jamie Dornan made waves with his campaign for Boss. Taylor Zakar Perez, fresh off his Lacoste shoot, lands at number 9. Euphoria star Jacob Elordi takes 8th place in his Calvin Klein ads, making quite the impression. Maluma's steamy CK campaign puts him at number 7, while Jeremy Allen White's towering billboard moment in New York secures him in 6th. Brandon Flynn takes the 5th spot, his Calvin Klein shoot still living rent-free in some of our minds. Michael B. Jordan's post-Creed Calvin ad has everyone saying breed, ranking him 4th. Mark Wahlberg, aka Marky Mark, set the standard for underwear modeling, placing 3rd. At number 2, David Gandy proves that if you are competing with Calvin, bulge is key. And finally, the number 1 celebrity underwear model of all time, it's Justin Bieber. His Calvin Klein campaign went viral as the most seen social media underwear image in history. The campaign makes him the ultimate face and body of the brand. Did your favorite make the list? Who is your favorite of all time? I will tell you this much. Justin is not my number 1.
Okay.
He ain't even in my top 10. Michael B. Jordan, with his fine self, he's in my top 5. Maluma, get into the conversation, but my number 1 of all time has to be Trayvonte Rhodes. This was a fine brother. Look at him right there.
Wow.
This fine brother from Moonlight.
Delicious.
When that popped up on my Instagram feed, please, I almost stuck it in the charger port of my phone. That man is fun.
Look at that bowl.
Look at that brother. Look at that oil. Look at that
Wow.
coconut oil just slipping through the skin. Look just like me.
Do you think he's extra packed? Like, do you think he packed it?
I think he was born this way.
Yes.
I think he came with it.
Well, look, I agree with you with the Justin Bieber. I don't see it, right? And he's always kind of like this kind of like Twinkie kind of boy. You know what I mean? Like, I know he's, older now and all of that, right? But I don't see him as number 1. But I am glad that Marky Mark didn't win. There's something about him that rubs me the wrong way. I like the Wahlburger burgers. They're yummy. But there's something about him, like the arrogance kind of has always come through, and that kind of blinds me from the sexiness, right? Somebody that needs to be on this list, and they need to start an ad campaign, Coleman Domingo. You need to find that gorgeous black man, that Afro-Latino man, okay, and get him in an ad, or Ricky Martin. Those are the 2 that I think we need to add.
Without a doubt. But Marky Mark, I know you don't love him. I just remember him being the first one I saw in Times Square, bigger than life, and couldn't believe they had somebody in tight undies where you can kind of figure out what's going on. That, 10 stories high.
Yes.
It was insane. And so that's stuck in my mind as the first one. And these others are, fantastic. Again, I agree with the Justin Bieber number 1. Yeah. But Marky Mark just has a special place because it was the first time I actually saw it. And remember, he did that before social media was social media.
Yes, and he did it with Kate Moss. You remember? He did it with Kate Moss, and she was in the underwear also. And then I remember seeing it in Times Square, and that bulge, like, at that kind of height, right? It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what? I've never really been a fan of like tighty whities kind of deal, but it made kind of that hot.
And that campaign was actually really forward-thinking and controversial. The one where he was with Kate Moss, he says, the best protection against AIDS is to keep your Calvins on. So that makes you think about protection.
Yeah.
Some kind of protection.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can't gnaw through it with your teeth.
Right. I mean, it's not going to work, but,
So who else is not on the list that you would put on the list, kids?
Oh, my God.
Some women, like.
Oh, wow, look at you.
With some
you know what I mean? Like, no, I want to see
dicks.
some.
Loosen that
there
strap.
We go.
Yeah.
And let that testosterone flow again.
Or tight that strap on.
You know who looks amazing in underwear? Bonnie Builder. Did you ever see that cover?
Did you ever see
the cover of her?
I saw it a little while ago right over there.
Oh, okay. Well, there was a Hot Spots. She was on the cover of Hot Spots as both her personas. And
nice.
she's a gorgeous boy, in his trunks. And I was like, hello, look at you, Miss Bonnie.
I didn't want to make it about me. I didn't send that photo
But
in.
as long as we were doing it.
I mean, I hate the attention, but I'll
boy.
talk about it. Yeah, if you go to my Instagram, bonniebuilder.com, I have some looks of me as a hot young gentleman. I don't do drag because of gender euphoria or because I don't feel comfortable being just a man. I do it for attention. Purely.
Period.
Period. Period. Period.
And money.
And money and attention. That's why I do drag. I'm a
No
very
one would ever notice you in a crowd because you're
No.
so small and
No,
demure.
she blends.
Never sees a
You're
gym.
blended.
because I won't be in the crowd, I'll be in the bathroom making friends. But yeah, I'm a very handsome man and a very beautiful woman. So if you want to see me in my underwear,
Amen.
There you go.
just shake my hand, child.
So that is
Not
the
hard.
big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ plus stories by subscribing and sharing Queer News Tonight.